How are you?
Hi, everybody. Got a lot to talk about today. Today, we're going to talk about the Nosey and Nicki lawsuit. We're going to talk about Tasha K. We're going to talk about Wendy Williams back in rehab, forced just back into rehab. That's just a mess. And if I have time, I'll talk about Apple. I doubt I'll have time today. Okay, let's go straight into this. Hold on. Got to make sure all my banners are up. Let's go straight into this Nicki thing. I don't even want to talk about it last. It needs to go up first. Okay, so uh yesterday, oh my God. Hold on, let me put this up here. Yesterday, I this whole lawsuit thing has been going on a couple days now. We've been talking about it the last 3 days. I wanted to have everybody come on the show and talk about it because where I'm from, you sit down, you have a conversation, and you work it out. You be adults about it. I let everybody speak yesterday, and everybody had something to say. The Nosey fans said, you didn't hold Nosey down. Nicki's fans say, you're supporting her. I mean, everybody was acting like kids. The whole, everybody, for me, for my personality, it was ridiculous. You couldn't reason with anybody. The Barbs, hyped up, amped up, ready to protect Nicki at all costs, which is fine. Okay, fine. So I usually deal with a different group. Um, and I'm not really into that like that. I'm an old woman and I'm not going 10 toes down for anybody that hard that of a music star. I'm just not like that. But okay, the younger generation's different. But what was bothering the hell out of me is after the peace summit, that's what I'm going to name it. The peace summit that went awry, went into hell. The Barbs were in my DMs, my emails, my comment sections, just going off, saying Nosey shouldn't have talked about her kid. How dare you support Nosey? Da 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 da. And in my opinion, amping it up and making things worse. Oh, thank you so much, April. Making things worse. We can't get to a moment of clarity or conversation if everybody's on 10. Now, I know it's not the popular thing to do. Everybody wants everybody hyped up, everybody arguing with each other and good. And that's no. It's too many hands in the pot and coming in at 10. Nobody wants to talk. Now, I just said this on my Instagram. And to make things worse, the next day, you got bloggers amping this up all over it. You should go, Nosey. You should go and say this to her and this, and then she, like, well, what? It's a lot. Okay, so since yesterday, every news outlet has reported that Nicki is suing. Okay. And she's saying that she's suing Nosey for calling her coke, say that she uses coke. Okay. And I want to read this from the neighborhood talk because this is a mess. Nosey, so this is what the neighborhood talk posted, suing YouTuber Nosey Heaux for nothing less than $75,000. Here comes Nosey. Actually, Nicki doxed me and sending people to threaten my life. Maybe get the full story, neighborhood talk, before posting. I'm serious. People were threatening her. Sleep with one eye open. How did you shouldn't have talked about that woman's kid. You get what you deserve. This is an dig your early grave. She's not lying about that. And I never seen anything like it. Like, damn. Really? Okay, so you got the Barb's going crazy, losing their mind, threatening her, threatening me. It was crazy, but nobody wanted to kill me. They just kept telling me, make her do this, do that, or how dare you put her on your platform. I will put on my platform who I want on my platform. But yesterday, I was letting everybody talk. I wanted to hear all sides. I wanted all sides to calm down. I kept saying, this is not going to end well. If I would have known that it would have amped things up when nobody gonna listen, they end up arguing with each other and throwing shade at each other, I wouldn't have had it. I really would. And then nosy fans was like, you didn't stand up for her. And why you let the barbs on the stage? Because I want everybody to have a chance to talk. That's just me. Okay. Then Nicki comes back. Nosey Heaux, that's another false allegation you just made. That in addition to all the new lies you said with Sharrell. What lies did I say? What lies? In fact, I do believe, Nicki, I was the only one saying, let's talk, calm down. Everybody else was like this. All they wanted to do was yell at each other and fight and go to the white, cut you down to the white meat. Tell me what I said. False allegations, you said with Sharrell, will probably cost you and her more than you know. I thought she was a classy woman, but she seems to be justifying the filth, allegedly. So now, well, bye, Marley. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about, and I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for it. First of all, I said I'm not an advocate of lawsuits, period, for Nosey and for Nicki. I don't want Nosey in court because she didn't say anything wrong. She said her opinion. Nicki, this isn't going to go good if you go to court because it's going to put a spotlight on the Kenny, on your husband, and only make you more mad. I was saying people have to talk like two adults and stay out of court. Court's not good financially, as we've seen with Tasha. Court's not good for people meddling in your business, Nicki. All they gonna do is start looking for dirt and what he did, what he said. It's not good. Is she part of this gang? Is he a part of this gang? Who's the people that was calling? It's not good. Nobody's listening. But since y'all don't want to listen, it's got to go down in court, then I guess that's how it's got to go down. But it's dumb. It's stupid. I don't understand why two people can't sit down and talk. But it is what it is. Okay, so last night, Nosey claims that, she did, that Nicki doxed her. She did do that. And see, we getting lower and lower, lower and lower. Both. So Nicki does this, then Nosey's going to do this. This, and this is like two kids. I'm not part of that rah-rah gang. Fighting, send somebody over to beat her up, cut somebody to the white meat. It's stupid. You are grown women, Black women, acting like two damn fools. It has to stop. And I have seen Nosey being harassed. Now, according to Nosey, she said, yeah, in theory, Nicki saying she wants to sue me for saying that she's on coke and about her kid. But Nosey is firmly saying it has nothing to do with this. This goes back years. She said they've been fighting for years, and it has everything to do with Jennifer Huff. Because Nosey says has been harassed for that since she brought that girl on her channel. All I know is it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. All of it. But anyway, to make it worse, now people are saying that Cardi B, I'm not making this up, is working with Nosey to get back at Nicki. I'm telling you, I've been friends with Nosey for a long time. She has never once talked to me about no damn Cardi B. But she came on to speak for herself. This is what she said.
People keep the Barbs. It's not people. The Barbs swear to God that I'm friends with Cardi, and Cardi told me to go after Nicki and help Jennifer Huff. And I keep telling people I don't know Cardi. I have spoken to Armand Wiggins because Armand came on my channel. I used to like I came on your channel before and was called in. Not came on the channel, but called in. I spoke to Jason Lee on Clubhouse, so that's people who know Cardi, but I never met Cardi in my life. She never said anything to me about Nicki Minaj or about anything. They keep swearing to God that Cardi is behind this. That shit is so weird. I'm 10 years older than Cardi. Me and Cardi not sitting around. I'm 38. The fuck? People are fucking weird, y'all. People are weird.
That's
People on
very
the Barbs are
weird.
weird.
Is that who she's like? Is that who she thinks is getting you to do the dirty work?
Yes, they even tell her that and she'll like it. They'll tell her that I'm Barty Gang and Cardi sent me and she'll like the shit. Nicki really believes this.
That's the last thing we need is to go get Cardi involved in this mess. It is. I said this. Yes, this has to stop. It has to stop. Well, we just gonna keep cutting each other down till somebody really get hurt? Is that what we doing? I will never have a peace summit again. That didn't work because you can't talk peace to people that don't want it. So if Nicki got her mindset on, I'm gonna go after this girl, that's what she gonna do. And now Nosey saying that she gonna sue Nicki for the harassment, for sending people over to threaten her. I mean, but the harassment's insane. I've seen it. I've got a taste of it. It's crazy. The Barbs are making it worse. The fans is making it worse. And then on top of all that, then you got these bloggers that's really trying to amp things up. Nicki ain't been shit for years. You got to go after her. You got to go after her heart. Stop. Everybody stop. And nobody is saying, we don't want this to turn into another Tasha K Cardi B situation. Lawsuits are expensive and they go on for years. So long that sometimes I forgot what happened. I think nobody's gonna come out of this unscathed. Mark my words, not Nicki, because now everybody gonna be talking about the thing you don't want to talk about, Nicki, which is Kenneth. Not for Nosey, they're expensive, they're arduous. They go on and on and on. As someone said, oh, Sharrell, stop. Peace Summit, more like WWE. It turned into the WWE. But I'm still calling it a peace summit because that's what was my original motive. I did not say, let me go ahead and bring the Barbs in front of Nosey so they can go ahead and go at each other. I was telling people to stop. Everybody was acting like wasn't listening. Everybody was in their feelings. You can't talk to irrational people. You just can't. It's getting worse and worse. And now somebody is throwing it out there that, ooh, Cardi B is behind this. That's the last thing we need, is to bring Cardi B in on the mess. I have never heard Nosey talk about Cardi B, working with Cardi B, even knowing Cardi B. She never even talked about Cardi B. That came from other bloggers. That want to beef up this mess so they can report on it, get it all going, get the views, and no one's pointing the finger at them. They like, look at these two go at each other. Other bloggers is dropping in dirt. This is ridiculous. Cardi B has absolutely nothing to do with this. Nothing. I mean, some bloggers are just foul. Just straight up foul and will do anything for clicks and views. This is a perfect opportunity. Let's say I'm a blogger and I don't like Nicki. Let's just say. Well, if I can get Nosey going, then she can go after her and then I'll have clean hands. Nosy is smug, arrogant, like Tasha K, loud and wrong. I mean, if that's what you think of her, I know a different side of Nosy, but Nosy could be strong-willed, just like Nicki. It seems like Nicki's strong-willed. Like the people that like you made me mad. Now I'm about to get you back. That's the kind of people they kind of similar. Like both of them want to go toe to toe. I don't care. I'm not looking for views. So me saying that this is ridiculous and peace needs to come. If you not like that and you want to fight, go ahead. But it's ridiculous. I don't see it coming. I don't see it ending good. I don't see it ending good. And I'm gonna say this like I said yesterday. Nicki, your barbs listen to everything you say. They're going to make this worse. And it was a peace summit because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted everybody to talk, everybody to calm down. What else about that? Oh, and the cockeyed situation. First of all, sounds like somebody was at my door. First of all, the cockeyed talking about someone's child. Nosy is grown. If Nosy wanted to apologize for that, she would have apologized for that. I can't apologize for Nosy. I didn't make the comment, and that's not how I felt. So, and at the end of the day, you can't get sued for calling somebody cockeyed. You just can't. No matter how bad it sounds, it's not going to hold up with the lawsuit. It's just not. Where's Perry? We need to laugh. Let's get back to laughing a good time, please. Well, Ricky, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Travis, crazy. Trav, I saw you in Nosy's chat. Yeah, it was just a mess. It was a mess over there. I think everybody needs to calm down. I don't know what you're talking about. Nicki, if you want to sue me, add me on, go ahead. But it's crazy. I'm on Perry's side. So your summit worked. It didn't. My summit did not work. It did not work. What else I want to say about this case? I just think it's ridiculous. Okay, I understand maybe the barbs getting so emotional, but other bloggers amping it up so you can gain out of this. That's not cool. Let's see what Perry is saying. Isn't this a mess?
What's up? Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, the whole thing was it went south yesterday,
It did.
but the thing was, like I said when I first came on, it's not right to criticize a kid. It's not right to send death threats. We can't control the people with the threats. We can't control the person that's talking about a kid. It's an individual choice. But yesterday was one of these things where we won't just talk about. Maybe we can come to a common ground. Like maybe it's something missing here, but you cannot have adults in a room that want to work things out, but criticize each other. It happens on both sides. They criticize, she criticized. I'm saying it sets a different tone.
And I wanted to say this. So Nicki saying that Nosy called her cokehead, which we all heard she did, but she didn't start that. That it's giving coke was trending. So that's another thing with lawsuits. It was videos out there putting on Twitter under it's giving coke. If you go down the timeline, other people said it before Nosy got to say it. Does it make it right? No, but she didn't start it.
Right.
So it's just not going to hold up well in court. I just don't think these people need to be going to court.
Yeah. I mean, I think the different arguments, it goes, like it's deeper than just calling a baby name. It's deeper than just the threats.
It's deeper.
Okay. Like who had a top album? And that's what I was trying to say. A lot of people confuse the thing. Who's the best rapper? This is not about that at this point. They both successful in their own right.
Mhm.
The whole thing was, I just feel like I was hoping that people could come to some understanding. You
Mhm.
ain't got to agree totally 100% with the next person, but
Mhm.
understand something what they're trying to say. That's
Mhm.
what I was hoping that we would get to yesterday. Like, people would come in and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have said that about the kid. She shouldn't have said it about the kid, but she shouldn't have got death threats neither, right?" Or they could have sat there and said, "Well, because basically most of it was about the husband.
Mhm.
She'll say this about the husband, and other people go, yeah, well." At one point, I thought we was getting there, and they said, "Yeah, he do have that past." That's how you sort of move on and try to just have a conversation with, "Hey, this is all I was saying." I
And the
don't know.
barbs. Let's talk about the barbs. It says, Sharrell, stand your ground. Barbs are bullies. They should be this passionate about Jesus. No, but I will say this. I've never seen any group of fans act like this. They came in swinging. But also, I never been in the situation with any other celebrity like that, but I ain't never seen that kind of, what would you call, how would you describe it, Perry? They was like
Well, I mean,
going
for
for the
me,
juggler.
right? But I get it. I mean, people, every individual is different, right?
Mhm.
So, and I mean, on one hand, you can say it's the barbs. I mean, what is Cardi B people call? I mean, it's just different people, right?
Mhm.
And you can't say all barbs are the same. You can't say all Cardi B people are the same.
I'm not saying they're the
Everybody
same,
individual.
but they
Right.
came in on 10. They was
Right. I get it.
did
Right.
you see my DMs?
Yeah. Yeah. No. I seen them.
So it's crazy, but I said my piece. If y'all want to go to court, that's what y'all gonna do. If you want to take me to court, Nikki, that's what you gonna do. It's ridiculous. And my words are not going to change whether it's here or in court. The whole thing is ridiculous. I think that it's been going on for a long time, like Nosey said, and nobody wants to back down.
Right.
That's when you find yourself getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to back down. So they both going at it. Is it right to talk about somebody's kid? No. But can I make a Nosy get up here and apologize? I said, what do you think about people that saying you shouldn't have made a comment about her child? And she said, that's what I said.
Right.
So if she wanted, if she wanted to apologize, she would have apologized.
Right.
But the whole thing is I ain't never seen nothing like it.
No, I
But if
agree. I
that's what
mean,
y'all want to do, huh?
no. I mean, I agree. I, I think both of them have a temper,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, strong will, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they should talk. Maybe they can work it out. But you don't need a big audience around you to try to work out what those two issues are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion.
Would you
But
be okay with Nosy speaking on your kid? No. No.
no, no,
But I wouldn't handle it that way either.
right,
If
right,
somebody says something about my kid, I'm not sending people to their house, calling them, sending them DMs, calling them bitches and hoes. I'm not like that.
and that's what I'm saying. I mean, like when people call out kids' names and stuff, it's a moral thing to that person.
Mhm.
I feel, as an individual, I don't feel that is right. So don't just assume because we can't make somebody else say what you want them to say that you
Mhm.
agree with them
Mhm.
on that.
This is what I want to
So
say too. I just got reminded because of this. Hi, Tamika. So this morning, Nosy calls me. She says it's early, so I'm on one coast, she's on the other. I'm in Vegas, she's in New York. She says TMZ is reporting that Nicki suing us, and she lists off the things she can do. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm suing back. What I did was, okay, let me see what's in the lawsuit. So I went to go look it up. We have a special way of finding lawsuits. I don't see it. So I go to Nosy. I say, when did you get served? And she says, I'm not served. I haven't been served. So I say, okay, if you haven't been served yet, that's weird. No, I didn't say that's weird. This is my thoughts in my head. That's weird because how many times we've been to court, Perry? How many times we've been sued? Enough to know how it works. You haven't been served yet,
Too damn many.
and then it's not in the filing systems. So I checked New York. It's not in New York. I'm thinking maybe I haven't found it. So my mind is like, this don't sound right. I'll put it that way. Do it sound right, Perry? Like,
Well,
why can't I find the paperwork for the lawsuit? I want to know what it says.
well, it could sound like a person that got the intentions on doing something, but just
And
forewarning
haven't done
you
it yet.
that it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, with those kind of stuff, you never know it's gonna happen, not gonna happen. But
So
obviously,
they
at this point,
battling over this lawsuit that has not been filed yet. And I still say, I don't care who thinks what. Nicki doesn't have a case. Why the things that Nosey said are not good and will make a person mad, it's not illegal. The whole saying that she was on coke, if you just go back, when you guys get off this thing and look at the it's the coke or whatever it was, hashtag, you'll see that other people said it before. And not only that, that stems back from a year ago. So if Nosey, if Nicki was mad about her saying she was on coke, she should have been mad a year ago.
right?
So I don't understand the lawsuit. I don't understand what's happening. And I'm not with the rah-rah. I'm thinking maybe two hot-headed people
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm
mad
not sure.
and just going at
Yeah,
each other. I
I'm
don't
not sure
know.
how much merit the law case would have,
Mhm.
but like, shit, we all don't call somebody when you get angry or something a crackhead or whatever,
It's not
dirty
illegal.
this.
Yeah.
But I'm just
It's
saying,
not illegal.
like, and not saying that it's right. And
Yeah.
for me, morally, I think you shouldn't criticize a kid that don't have nothing to do with it. I get that part, but do I think it's enough to sue somebody for? I'm not sure, but I'm not a lawyer
Mm-mm.
either. Just saying.
You can't sue somebody for calling you a crackhead. But anyway, to make this make sense, let me say this. So it's been a rumor. So and everybody's saying, well, Nicki's just doing it. People, it's so many different opinions out there to be like Cardi B. I don't know why you would sue somebody to be like Cardi B. It doesn't make sense. But that's the latest lawsuit that we have to refer to. With that being said, they're now saying that Tasha K has moved to Morocco, put everything in her mother's name, and almost like what was that guy explained that night, Wiley. Everything that he said, it seemed to be coming true. This is ridiculous. What I don't want is every time a blogger says something, lawsuit. And then
hell no!
okay, when they get to the lawsuit, it doesn't hold up. But that's like 3-4 years down the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nicki and her fans better not come online pretending they've been commenting songs and replying scriptures. They ain't. You don't have to worry about that. Them people revved up. I ain't never seen nothing like it. But maybe because this has been going on for a while and the Cardi B and Nicki thing has gotten so out of hand that they feel like they got to protect Nicki at all costs. So if anybody say anything towards Nicki, they come in swinging with that same energy. And
Right.
and that's new energy for us. And we like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't really report on Nicki like that. And they was coming at me like I done did her wrong. And you said that. You can't say I said nothing about her.
Right.
I said in the peace summit, I'm calling it a peace summit to remind you guys what the intentions was. If I wanted to come on here and drag Nicki, I would have did that. I wanted both sides to talk.
We really don't
They
know
didn't
her.
want to do it.
We really don't even know her. At our age, we really don't know her. And I couldn't.
Yeah,
I
I
heard.
don't listen to rap.
I heard a lot of her songs, but I couldn't name one. Just because
The only Nicki song I know, I do know Nicki songs,
Yeah.
but I ain't young like that where, I'm not no, I think she's talented, but I'm not gonna, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just go harassing somebody because
Right, exactly.
you said
For
something
no
bad to
reason.
Nicki.
Right. I get you.
Yeah, here it is. Look, look at this. Wait, I'm missing. Wait. Oh, I missed it. Somebody said you guys are old. Duh.
Yeah,
I'm old. We
yeah.
old, so we ain't riding like that for Nicki or nobody
So, I mean,
else.
but you know what though? It's not just the Barbs neither. I'm saying a lot of artists have their groupies.
Mhm.
I guess back in my day we call them groupies. I don't know what you call them now, but they just get so involved in that artist, they just come across a certain way. You know, they act if somebody say anything bad. Back in my day, it was Prince. Oh, Prince ain't shit. I'd be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I
Yeah,
guess it's like
exactly.
that. They get too
And
involved in
let me
somebody else's life.
I agree. Let me say this too. Before I move on. Um, People say, how can you be friends with Nosy? I know a different side to Nosy that y'all might not know. Y'all might see a different side of Nicki that I don't know because I just said I don't know her I don't follow her like that. I know that song. I used to play the hell out of this one song a long time ago, but I'm not like that. So maybe that's something that's missing too. That both of these people got two different sides. That's real likable. You don't get that many fans for no reason. I'm gonna give it to Nicki, and that dedicated.
Right.
That dedicated. So let me reword it. The Barbs are dedicated,
Hmm.
okay, and are going hard. But I know y'all done been through a lot. But Nosy has a whole different side too. Do you think when I'm talking to Nosy, she's just spazzing out all the time? No. So it's a mess. It is a mess. I don't know. None of these people they talking about, like, I don't know. But I will say what I seen this morning behind the scenes is a damn shame. I'll put it like this: a damn shame. And am I gonna stop being friends with Nosy? No. Do I control what Nosy say? No. Do I do she need my approval to go do? No. We don't share a brain.
You're
And I
not gonna
thought I
stop. I mean,
displayed that
look,
yesterday when I was talking. Like,
and most people not gonna have, if not abandon a relationship with their uncle, cousin, sister, or brother because they got a different opinion than they have. A lot of people aren't gonna abandon that. So why should Sharrell?
let's move on because this is equally serious and sad. You guys know we have been following Wendy for a while, kind of fell out with Tommy over it. Tommy said a long time ago, and what's his name? The ex, that Wendy has a drinking problem. And then these last month has just been ridiculous. It's
Mhm.
just been ridiculous. Okay, so the neighborhood talk is reporting that Wendy's back in rehab. What they're not reporting is that she was forced back in rehab. She's forced back in rehab finally by those people around her, the ones that we were saying, why ain't they saying this? Why aren't
Right.
they doing this?
Mhm.
She's forced back in rehab on these people. She has pushed out her loved ones
Mhm.
and even Kevin and her son. Don't believe the rumors. Allegedly, she is still has a good relationship with her son, but she's lost in addiction right now. I don't know if that makes sense. Lost in addiction. She's not thinking about her son. When you get this kind of addiction, and then they're saying that she's gone from wine to vodka. Now we seen her the other day. Was it last week? A couple weeks ago, when
Yeah.
she was riding
About two
around in the
weeks ago or
cab
something.
and asked the cab driver to go get her vodka. Let me tell you something. If you have any kind of illness, any kind, taking vodka is the worst thing you could do. It's going to escalate a problem. It really destroys your liver and speed up any kind of health problems you may have already had. And they're saying, and you could tell, I don't know, when she was walking around, she
Uh-huh.
was staggering sometimes when she would be talking. I don't believe the Graves' disease health thing. I just don't shoot me for that. We talk to people behind the scenes all the time. It's always been addiction. Always been addiction. The staff tried to cover it up. Kevin tried to cover it up. Her family tried to cover it up.
Mhm.
You got into it with her brother. Tell the truth. Let's tell everybody because
Right.
I guess listen, she was the head of a huge operation. And when
Mhm.
she went down, everybody else did too. Those were jobs. It was just, it took a toll on everybody.
Mhm.
It did. But it can also cause brain damage. You drink enough alcohol, especially the older you are. I think she's 56. Let's just pray and hope that rehab will help this time. She's been to rehab a lot of times, a lot
Yeah.
of times reported, a lot of times unreported.
Yeah.
At least she's not on that show anymore. I know you guys love her and say, she's the queen, and Sherry's getting terrible reviews. People are dragging the hell out of Sherry because they said that she's not Wendy. She cut
Mhm.
out Hot Topics. She's not funny. No matter what happened, they weren't gonna like Sherry. Remember,
Right.
you said they
Yeah.
putting her up there to be the fall guy.
Right.
Sherry's not gonna make it on that show. With that being said, Wendy wasn't gonna be in that seat anyway.
No. No, she wasn't.
She's just not. I
I
ain't
mean,
trying to hurt the Wendy
because of
fans.
whatever things she's dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
if those things aren't fixed, then how would she be in the chair if she couldn't do the last 2 years
Right.
and the issues aren't fixed, how you
Mm-hmm.
gonna do this year?
Also, too, I can report on the weight loss. Don't look at her implants; those are never going to shrink. Look at her body. She's about a size 3, and she's 5'11". She's losing weight. It looks like she's not even eating. She's just drinking all day, all day, all day. So, and I hate to say this wasn't a volunteer going into rehab. This was a force. You got to go to rehab. I was so glad when Whitney cursed her long head out. I'm not messing with you, Trav. Not today. Not today. Not today. Because it's so serious and so sad. And
Uh-huh.
I just feel in my heart, and y'all can say, we say what we want over here. This ain't going to end up good. Because a person has to want it.
Right.
You have to want it. And
Right.
Wendy don't want it.
And then
When
sometimes
you go to rehab.
it's like 2 parts to that. I think the person truly have to want it,
Mm-hmm.
but they also get to have a strong supporting group because it's so easy to break when you're going through something. She get to have supporting people around her. Maybe whether she volunteered or people saying, "Hey, you know what? We ain't making no money by you not, straightening it out, forcing her in that way." But it's a start. Just rehab itself, I think, being in there, whether forced or voluntary, it's a start. And I do wish her the best. I know, we laugh and do a lot of things, but truly wish the woman the best, where she can just live her life, not to come back on TV, do a podcast, just finish off your life and live it well. That's all.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm being told that Norman's behind the scenes after a demotion because Sherry thought that would remind the audience too much. Allegedly, this is of Wendy.
Probably.
You gotta have Norman.
Probably, yeah, but you can't replace.
Harry, have you seen the show yet?
Yeah, I seen it. No, but I'm saying I get that their reminder gonna be there. Like, you can't replace Morris Day and not have Jerome. Jerome gonna remind you that Morris Day is not there no more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Those two sort of ride coattails like that.
I mean, listen. I know you want Wendy to get better. I do too, but I'm a realist. It's not looking good. It's
No,
not
it's
looking
not.
good.
No, it's not. But I was just saying,
And I fear the worst for her. And you know what that is. I ain't gonna even say
well,
it.
yeah, I get it.
I feel the worst. Geez, Perry.
What?
Wow.
What happened?
That we almost ran out of time. Let me share this then really quickly, and then we'll be done. You guys remember Apple Watts from Love and
Hip hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I'm going through some things right now. I can't remember. Apple Watts got into a car crash because she admits she fell asleep at the wheel. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
She split her skull in half.
Mhm.
She was in a coma for 3 months. She came out a couple weeks ago and said that her sister stole her GoFundMe money.
Mhm.
Well, today she says she's suing her sister. She says she needs $5,000 a week for her therapy, physical
Mhm.
therapy, and that's the only thing that's going to help get her better. And the sister then stole the money. Take a look at this.
Reality star Apple Watts in a legal war with her own sister. As she recovers from a near fatal car crash, she claims her sister pocketed thousands of dollars that was raised to support her recovery.
Anything with your money, she loves.
Like, she collected over $30,000 and hasn't provided Apple with anything.
The alleged shady dealings and what Watts says her sister did to her weeks after the crash.
They're saying
Wow.
that the sister spent the money gambling, going to clubs, not getting Apple proper physical care. She said that this is coming from the manager. When she went to the house was dirty. Apple was on a bed in the living room in some dirty sheets. She said the sister only changed Apple one time in 7 hours. So a lot of
Yeah.
times she was sitting in her own
Right.
feces.
That's some bullshit, though. I mean,
I
what
don't even
sister
know
do
what to
it? But I'm
say.
telling you,
Mhm.
it's sad to say, and like I said, I don't know for a fact. I'm just giving you my opinion. I think the sister did it because she didn't think her sister was gonna make it through it, and she figured I could just spend this money and do it how I want to.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's just my
She
thought.
thought
Right?
Apple was gonna die.
Yeah.
This is one I want to play this clip. She was so upset in the beginning because she said people was making fake GoFundMe's in Apple's name, and that was wrong, and that this was the real GoFundMe. So take a look.
Since day one, you would never be there. Y'all see that GoFundMe account? Don't contribute to that, because that's not me. And my family didn't do that. Me and my family is putting together a fundraiser for Vegas, but I'm protecting her now. I'm gonna be right here with her every day I can.
She was saying all that, and the whole
Mhm.
time gambling her money away and going to clubs,
Yeah.
nightclubs, and
Obviously,
buying
she
her
was.
children expensive clothes.
Yeah, she was there to take the money to go gambling. She was taking them. She was there to take the money to go and buy her kids clothes. It's messed up, man. Really.
I'm gonna pull some comments because
Okay.
should I drop the link? Probably not. Sharrell, it was your own fans telling you that you were wrong, not just Barb. Okay, I'll accept that. A lot of people feel that me not saying chastising Nosey, like you shouldn't talk about kids, was wrong. But Nosey grown. Nosey's grown. And if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. Now, I wouldn't do it, but I
Right.
can't sit up here and be like,
I'm
I'm
you
not her
have no
babysitter.
choice. I mean, you can't make a person apologize. Sharrell couldn't have made the person that called Nosy out of her name, called it a B word, apologize. Look, let's grow up, people. Just saying. I
Well,
mean, and you could
I
think just because you
can't make Nosy do it.
right.
But that wasn't even disturbing to me. What was most disturbing to me is how nobody wanted to talk. No, everybody just wanted to argue. They
Can you put
just
it on
wanted to
subscriber
argue.
mode, Sharrell?
Huh?
Subscriber
Oh,
mode.
no. Is it going too fast? Okay.
Yeah.
The whole thing, let me see. Hold on. I'll take a couple if anybody wants to talk. Because that's what we do. And let me put it on. Hold on. Jeez. It is going fast. Let me try this again. Oh, wow. I've been talking the whole time and didn't realize how fast this chat was
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's try it again. Whoa. All right. Perry,
Yeah.
your thoughts on everything?
No, I just think this.
Oh,
I mean,
wow. We got a lot of people. Whoa.
oh,
That filled up quick. Hold on, let me start taking calls.
Okay.
Hey, Sebastian, how are you?
Hey everyone, how are you guys today?
Good, thank you.
I'm great.
We got so much to talk about. It's
We
crazy.
have a lot. First, I'm gonna sound off on the Wendy situation. I'm kind of glad that they forced her into rehab. She needed it. I'm glad that they did. I hope it's not too late. I'll pray that it's not too late, that we can't change the trajectory of her life. But you never know. All I can have is just faith that she is able to change her trajectory of her life if she goes to rehab. And for the Apple situation, that family needs to stop. I'm tired of this thing. Like it's not right. Like it doesn't matter if you thought she was going to go away. Like it doesn't matter. The money's hers. It should have been for her kids or something else. But she came out strong and made it either way. So you should have found out a way to get the money and get her in therapy and everything, because it's very expensive therapy in California. I believe it's very expensive. And
somebody in the chat is messy.
I know.
Did you see that? Somebody is messy. Somebody is messy. What do you think? I think most people are in here to talk about Nicki. I see a lot of Barbs in here. I'm gonna bring you guys Barbs up too.
Lord, the Barbs. I'm sorry, the Barbs are a toxic fan base at this point. You guys could go sit down. She's not helping you guys. I'm sorry. I was a Barb just 2-3 years ago. I really loved Nicki Minaj. I knew all her songs, Sharrell. Lyrics.
Why would you jump ship if you were such a fan?
I realized it was becoming a little too toxic. Once she can't be saying don't talk about children while she was talking about Cardi. She was liking tweets and posts about Cardi B's child culture. You don't play fire with fire. You don't play fire with fire. And
do you think that the Barbs are coming in strong because they had to battle this whole Cardi thing, and so their guard is up?
Listen, the guard of the Barbs, they have no guard, because if they truly did, they would make sure it was up to make sure their queen is not with an offender.
Damn. Do you know what I'm talking about, Perry? Like the Barbs are already battling.
That's what I think though. It's like they could feel like everybody's attacking my idol, right?
Yeah.
You got Cardi B people attacking her idol. Then you got these other people attacking. I guess they protecting her like most people would protect their kids. I guess. That's probably all I can think.
And I think this situation goes even further than about Nosey mentioning the child. I think she was really literally mad at Nosey due to how Nosey promoted Jennifer Huff.
That's what Nosey's saying, and that's what I think happened.
I don't think it's just the kid that is in the the denominator in this situation. I do think it has more to do with the Jennifer Huff situation.
Mel, everybody, there's Barbs in the chat, so we're mostly going to talk about Nicki, and then if you want to sound off really quickly on something else. But what do you think about this Barbs, just Nicki and Nosey?
I don't know. I think that we must all be living on a different moon right now. Everybody's trying to sue everybody so quickly. I mean, I was thinking about The Color Purple when Whoopi Goldberg was in that scene and he tried to play with the stove and the chair. She left the chair real quick and it was just sitting there moving. I think that anytime somebody say, I'm going to go to court, that should be you, Ms. Ray. You should leave that chair right alone. You should just go the other way. That chair should be moving by itself. Because I think that at this point, you've been in court more times than Judge Judy. And I think that you need your own court show probably because this is crazy. I think that everybody's so happy. Now, I don't know much about Nicki Minaj and all these characters, all the people that you're talking about. But I like her music. I like some of her songs. I'm not anything. I don't know much about that. I think that when it comes to Wendy Williams, I hope that she gets help. I mean, she, like you said, she's almost 60 years old, and I hope that she finally get a chance to get some real help. And because you know what the thing is, she started on radio. I mean, that's one thing people keep forgetting. She started on radio. She still has her voice. She still has her wit. She's still very irreverent and pull no punches. She can still do good. She don't have to be. I actually don't think she should be on TV. She should probably go back to radio and do a real good call. But she got to get healthy.
Exactly.
Hi, Miss Hudson. Did you call in yesterday?
Not to your live. I called into Nosey's live. I'm a new subscriber to yours, and thank you for.
Okay, you look very familiar. Your Barb?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I just wanted to address the Barbs because really my heart goes out to them more than anyone else because I don't think they really realize a lot of them are really, really young.
And I heard earlier today one of them say, "Oh, we're stands because we stand by Nicki," and I don't really think they know where the term "stand" comes from. It comes from the Eminem song "Stand," and a lot of them think. I think they really need to listen to that song because that song is kind of scary, and it will give them a real idea of what stand culture really is and where it started, and maybe they really would think about really why they are barbs and how scary it could be because Nicki really don't really give a crap about them. She really just cares about her image and her quote unquote queen status. There are no queens in hip hop. Hip hop is a plantation, number one. She's not a queen.
Oh, wait, whoa. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
She works for higher ups.
Yeah.
She's just trying to hold on to her bag. She signed a 360 deal as it is. She makes a very small percentage of any of the spins that she gets, of any of the deals that she signs. And that's why she's so insecure and all of that. But really, I'm not even worried about Nicki. I don't care about Nicki, whatever, songs, whatever. She hasn't had a hit since she broke up with Safari. They did a lot of co-writing, but whatever. These stands, it's really scary how she sends all these 20-year-olds to attack people every time her feelings get hurt.
Well, let me go around the panel and ask this because I'm trying to make this positive. Sebastian, do you see a way to fix this between Nicki and Nosey and maybe even Cardi?
Okay, all I can do is just pray. All we can do to fix the situation is pray. When I tell you I was a barb, as I said, it's a very toxic group of people. They literally idolize this woman as if she were God herself. All we can do is just pray.
What about you, Mel? Do you see a way to resolve?
I don't want them to go get into a fight or get hurt. Suppose something happens, really, really happens, and one of them wind up unalived or in jail because of defending her. Yeah. You think she's really going to pay somebody's bail or go to someone's funeral because they were defending her over stupid nonsense? No, she don't care.
I think Nicola made a couple of good points, especially about that song. That song, by definition, it shows sort of about an obsessive fan, an obsessive person who basically is totally obsessed with the celebrity, and they would just go crazy. But for me, I don't know all the plays, but I would just say to the ladies, the group of ladies, I would just say count your blessings. I mean, you're all very rich, very wealthy, beautiful ladies. Even the ladies on your show yesterday, she has some kind of YouTube thing going on. Everybody's doing very well. So just count your blessings and stop attacking each other. And then maybe things will cool down because I think that might be the root of it. And if people having issues in their own lives, it's their own business.
That just sounds too easy, Mel. I tried to get both sides to talk yesterday. And it was, did you watch it yesterday? It turned to shit.
I heard about it, Miss Sharrell.
It's crazy.
I heard about it.
I was looking at it. I was just like, oh God, oh Lord.
But I'm going to say this too. So the lady was on your show yesterday. Did she ever meet Nicki Minaj in person? Did she ever meet her?
No, they were just barbs.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about the one she's suing, that Nicki Minaj is suing.
Oh, Nosey and Nicki?
Yes. Did she ever meet her in person?
I don't know. I don't think so. But this has been going on for a while, over a year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. So y'all done YouTube a long time. At the end of the day, I think that we have to realize, at the end of the day, if we have not met the person, you should be able to count your blessings. Say, you know what? I'm not going to take this too serious. I'm just going to drop this down because I don't know you, not family, not my friend. Let's just put it away. I have some ideas about your life. I don't know your life. And I'm just going to just throw this away, whatever. It's not that deep to be sitting around here worried, stuck up in your home. Like you were saying, people sitting in their homes, worried about going out. Like, come on now. That's just going too crazy for me. If there got to be another way to do that, because we live, as Black people already, we live in crazy times. So for people to get up on YouTube and to be so rich, what are these singers and even some of the people, whatever, to be so well off and then to be going out here going crazy, like we have a lot more important things to worry about. People getting, it's just a lot more important things to worry about than what they're talking about.
Right. Well, thank you guys for calling. I'm determined to get some barbs in today. So let's get it.
Nikki, I know you're going to drag me. Nikki, Nikki knows the power she has over these children and these young adults in their 20s. She should be telling them to knock it off. Like it's deeper than just her and Nosey, because they have a right to be, trying to get this resolved between each other. But she sees what these barbs do, and they are vicious at each other. They threaten each other. They threaten the Barty gang. Like, that's one thing Cardi does not do. She does not antagonize her fans. She does not like egg on her
Oh,
fans
Cardi.
to attack people.
I don't really know.
Seen it. Maybe she. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen her do it the way that Nicki does. Like, let's go watch, ha ha, like he kiki ha ha. Nicki enjoys doing it. She's like the witch in the Wizard of Oz, sending out her flying monkeys.
Damn. Okay.
Hey.
All right, guys. I'm determined to get some barbs in. So thank you guys so much for calling. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
have a good day.
You too. Let's take on more people. Hey, Lisa. Hey,
Hey,
Smoke.
darling.
Hey y'all.
How
Hey.
you doing? I'm gonna say this
Hi,
right here.
April.
I got ripped yesterday, baby, doll, in my DMs. Okay, I got ripped. Somebody told me to send
Yeah,
my
you
old
did
ass.
too.
Yeah, I did
I
too,
did
baby. Honey.
too.
They came for me too. They told me to send my old ass down because I was on a Gorge show, and I said the same thing. I was on your show, and I said again, I'm not a big fan of Nikki's, but I do believe Nosey went too far talking about her child. Now that's the only thing I said, okay? Now, and I can say this for her, Nikki is a gorgeous girl, and I love that color hair she be wearing because I love color hair. And I said this once before, I'm not a big fan of Nikki's, okay? And that's just me. But it did, like you said, and I realized what you were saying with the lawsuit because I was like with Nosy, the death. That's why I kept thinking about the death threats. I said, well,
Yeah.
then she needs to sue Nikki because of the death threats. And I thought about what you were saying, and I went back and I said, yeah, it has gone too far. My
Right.
thing up is somebody gonna get hurt. And I don't want that. I do not want that. We, like you said earlier, they are both grown women. We should be able to be able
Talk.
to talk without fighting. You know how I feel about people putting their hands on nobody. I don't think nobody should never put their hands on nobody, whatever nobody ever do to you. And I just think I just thought about what you said, and it was, and you and Perry both was white. Now when it comes to now, I'm finna move on because I'm tired of Nikki drawing me a bridge. I am over it, honey. I'm over the bridge, and I'm tired of it. Okay, I'm over it, and it have nothing to do with me. But I just said what I just said. Now I'm gonna say when we come to Wendy Williams, y'all know I'm a big fan of Wendy. This is so sad. I want her to get herself together because I want her to come back. I want her to come back, proving there is a second time you can get it right. Wendy, get it. Just get yourself together, baby. Get yourself together. It is sad because I was a big fan of Wendy. You know, big fan. When I love her, love the way she do hot topics and everything, and
She's
all this now. So let's go on to Apple. Now that's sad because I remember her sister was on there talking, and I gave some money to the GoFundMe page. So
oh,
I
oh
don't like
wow.
nobody taking my money.
Uh-huh.
But I want my
Um,
money back. I
that's
ain't got.
that's sad.
I ain't giving you no money, so you can go to the casino or the clubs or whatever you did with. I
Yeah.
want my money back.
All right, let's move on to Snow because I mean Smoke. I'm trying to get a lot of people in today. Smoke, you weren't here yesterday.
Oh,
What
I
are your
was
thoughts
there.
on Nikki and huh?
Oh, I was there. I was listening the whole hour and a half to 2 hours.
It was crazy.
It was
What are your thoughts on it?
Nosy and Nikki are both wrong. I feel like Nosy went across bringing her child in, talking about he's cockeyed, and not only did she say that Sharrell, she said he would end up like his father and our uncle. So
Yeah.
regardless of how you feel, that child didn't ask to be born into this situation. He's just here, so like he should be off limits regardless. But then Nikki shouldn't be talking about other people's kids. So I do receive that. But also, with Nosy, I mean, I'm when no, yeah, kind of with Nosy, just how she was yesterday. Like even the girl Stephanie, she was a bar, but she was talking in a conversation. She was trying to have a dialogue, and Nosy just went for low blowing her at her looks because she wasn't having any valid points. So I'm just saying to you, because I love you, I don't want to see anything happen to your channel. Like distance yourself. Sometimes you may be interrupting somebody's karma. So let Nosy go through whatever she has to go through, and like you just stay clear and free and keep the fun shape. But it's your channel. You're gonna do what you want to do in regards to that.
Thank you, Smoke. Hi, April. Sound off.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Yeah.
I thought you did the best you could do with the resources you had, with the level of crazy. I could see your pulse and your spirit die as the barbs were screaming. It is very weird, this parasocial climate we live in, where people feel like they have a direct affinity to a stranger, and they will go to bat. They will cut their wrists. They will go crazy over someone they don't know. Now, I can be a grimy bitch just like Nosy, but when you start talking about people's kids, folks start looking for you. So I try to keep it, above ground. But I can understand her vitriol because, essentially, Nicki endorsed the lynching of Garcelle's son, because those were some of the comments, just because Garcelle did her job. So I totally understand the anger, that Nosy has. But, Nosy is grimy. That's the nature of her personality. But, there are other people involved, like, for Harriet, Kimberly Foster's involved, who is above board, Ivy League educated, who's getting death threats. Like, at what point are we going to be rational or reasonable? And as I think Nicki is completely irresponsible with her fandom. You do not see Beyonce liking tweets or comments of people wanting to attack someone. You don't see Rihanna doing that. If they're messy on their own. But to like and endorse just straight crazy, I don't know what defense she thinks she has. She's DMing people saying, I'm going to sue you. Sweetie, you're not Cardi. You don't have a blogger putting out illicit lies out about your sexual health. You're arguing with people. And that's what a lot of people do on the internet. So I'm not sure what lawsuit. Sharrell, it gets me pissed off, like that Diana shit. I'm sorry about cursing. With you, this notion that everyone knows, allegedly, I'll protect you, that she is an international harlot. And she came after you for basically reading articles that are already on the internet. And I'm just like, what is happening right now? So it's like free speech is now impeded because we don't like that someone says something negative. It's literally insane. And I think people are on their high horse because Cardi won her suit, but the precedence is different for what's going on now.
Right.
I'm trying to get some barbs in. Thank you guys so much for calling. I appreciate the call.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Hey, Nosy, come up if you want to. Hey, Toria, how are you?
I got something important to tell you.
Me? Okay,
go over on Hot Shot Radio's community page and you will see what he put up there from Nicki's lawyer, threatening Nosy, saying that he was going to
the lawyer
come after her trademark Nosey Heaux Live, and by the time he's finished with her, he's going to tie her up so much in court she ain't going to have nothing. He posted this statement earlier. I've been trying to tell you the whole time you were on in the chat. I got to tell you what the lawyer said.
What's the name of the site?
Hot Shot Radio, his
your community
page. Yeah, his community post.
The lawyer was talking trash?
Yeah, he posted it because they've been coming after him too. So he's been going at it with Nicki ever since he had Jennifer, because he talks about Jennifer all the time. He read all the transcripts from Kenneth Petty's cases and everything. So he's been going at it with Nicki a lot longer than Nosy, really.
Oh, this is a lot. Okay,
Nope.
It's a lot. Hi, Denzel, sound off.
Hi, how you doing, Sharrell? Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Look, I used to like, what's her name? Nicki Minaj. I used to like Nicki Minaj, and I used to like her music. I will say, Nosey was wrong for talking about Nicki Minaj's son.
Mhm.
Now I want to ask you a question. Did Nicki Minaj, did she talk about Garcelle and her son?
Yes.
Not like that. She was just saying she basically cussed Garcelle out and
She
was
was
saying,
wrong for that.
yeah, yeah.
So are the barbs are the bar because all the barbs ain't like that. It is some of them that are negative, but all the barbs ain't like that. So to the ones that are like that, why are they defending Nicki Minaj? I understand that they like her, but to send death threats is not right. Yeah, Nosy was wrong for talking about Nicki Minaj's son, but Nicki Minaj, she ain't innocent either. She ain't no angel.
Misbehaving. What was that? I can't. Is it misbehaving? Can you hear me? Okay, she hung up. Hi, Cameron. Can you hear me? What? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, Cameron.
Yeah, I get. I muted myself. My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hold on, wait a minute. Can I say something real quick? Because I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat, and some of these people are pissing me off. This person talking about Nikki was talking about a grown man, not an infant. I don't care. That's still Garcelle's son. Okay, and so what if Garcelle's son is a grown man? That's still her son. That they being a hypocrite. I don't like a hypocrite. I don't. And that
Nikki talked
pisses
about
me off.
Carly's children. She's talked about other people's children. So don't
Who
pay them
did?
people in the chat no mind. I
Who
had told
did?
Sharrell earlier, put subscribers on because Nikki talked about everybody.
So
She talked about people's children, and only thing Nosy really said was her child need to have therapy, and that child probably is going to need to have therapy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sorry. But
I'm trying to get a lot of people in. I don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
fight today, so I'm trying to
No,
get everybody in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Cameron, sound off.
Yeah, I was gonna say not to sound rude, but can y'all mute yourself because I really do not like being interrupted, and I got a few things to get off my chest.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're good. First off, I am a barb. Been rocking with Nikki since 2009, so I know a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't.
Okay.
First off, I want to address the 360 deal one of the callers mentioned. Nikki is one of the only rappers, not female or male, one of the only rappers who has never signed a 360 deal. So to say that she was jealous and doing all of this out of jealousy is, again, just hot air. See, I do have ADHD, so I had to take a few notes. Give me just a second.
It's okay. Go ahead.
The only thing, and I am new to this channel, but I do enjoy watching bloggers. I can see how you are trying to be non-biased, but I can see a little bias in you, Sharrell, when it comes to Nosy. I get she is a grown woman, but I think any human, no matter what walk of life you come from, talking about a child is off limits, period. And there was a question about is it okay for people to send death threats or for an artist to allow? I think that's a very redundant question. I feel like we all know that sending a death threat or threatening to kill someone is obviously not okay legally and morally.
Right.
Also, free speech. So we get free speech. We live in America. That's the First Amendment. It's one of the best amendments. It's the reason why I get to say "fuck America" and all them white folks in Congress that ain't doing shit. Oh, excuse me, I do cuss like a sailor, so I do apologize about that. But the white folks in Congress that ain't looking out for nobody down here. But that also means we have consequences to these amendments. So I feel like that's something we have to keep in mind.
Well, let me ask you this, or did you have anything else to
Oh
say?
yeah, I did have one. Perry, he mentioned groupies back in the day. That's what they were referred to. That was a great comparison because it's just a new age. It's a new era of being a fan. Just like people passing out at Michael Jackson concerts. I mean, that level of love is just something that a lot of people just don't get. I mean, I don't know how else to explain that.
The Michael Jackson's a good comparison. In our day, it was Michael Jackson versus Prince, and I was a Michael Jackson fan, so I do get that. But
It's
let
the
me ask you
same
this:
thing.
you know how me and you are sitting here talking reasonably?
Oh, and I'm glad you said that because that was actually my last point. I really hate how we group people. It's just like saying, like, if you see someone from Chicago or Bronx, whoever, and there's a mass shootout and they just happen to be black. Oh, there goes up. That's I hate that rhetoric. It is so tiresome because, as you can tell, we are not all the same. There are several out there. We are not all like that.
How do we get these two? What do you think we do from here? How should this be resolved?
Realizing that people are going to do what people are going to do.
You're saying let it play itself out.
Let it play itself out. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Cardi. There are many things personally that I do.
Hello.
Oop.
Can you mute yourself?
Hold on. That's Toria. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I didn't. There. Go ahead.
See, she done made me lose track of what I was going to say. What was I saying?
You say let this play itself out. Let people.
Oh yeah. So Cardi, like I'm not a fan of Cardi. I don't bite my tongue personally and musically, but I am glad that she sued Tasha. I feel like there is a very fine line between gossip and blatant lies.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. All right, thank you so much, Cameron.
One last thing. The 4 million, like I think that's ridiculous. I feel like that was ridiculous, which is why I feel like with Nicki's suit, it kind of shows. I hope it kind of shows that Nicki's just trying to make a point. She's not this bitch out here just trying to shut people up. She's just trying to let people know, hey, I mean, I am a.
I agree. I agree with that. I really do.
Yeah, that's it. My bad. I know I do talk a lot, but I just didn't want to be interrupted.
No, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
Can I say one last thing, Sharrell?
You have to hurry, Denzel. Come on, hurry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Allegedly, Tasha K is in Africa.
Yeah.
And I hope and pray that Wendy gets better. That's it.
Thank you. All right, you guys. Thanks you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good night.
Good night. All right, let me bring in some more. We got a lot of people here. Hi, can you hear me? I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Hi, it's okay. Aisa too.
Okay. So what? Sound off.
Okay, so I hope both of you are well. I will try to articulate myself regarding Onika marriage. Sorry, I really despise her. I'm sure that you've seen my comments. I can't stand this woman. Okay, she's gorgeous. She's a good rapper or whatever, but her personality is disgusting. She has been defending essays for years. Her brother, now her husband. She's trying to make the victim into guilty people, and her stands are following it. I don't understand. I don't even understand how you can stand a mere human like that to the point that you can't see her error. Some of the previous caller have some sense, so I call them barbs, but the rest who are blindly defending this woman as just garbs. I will call them that, just like Cardigan's fan call them garbs, because you are nothing but garbage if you think that this woman is right in her doing. They said that she didn't speak on Garcel's son. Yes, she did. Indirectly, she did, because Garcel was standing up against racist bots bullying her son. And this woman is telling her basically to shut up just because she interviewed her husband's victim. How do you even make that right? How do you even make that right? I'm so mad. I am so mad at that.
Where are you calling from?
Oh, sorry, I'm calling from France. And I just wanted to say regarding Tasha, she's not in Morocco. She's not in Morocco, you know. Oh, no, because I have been there, and I am actually originating from West Africa, and I recognize the buildings, and they are definitely from West Africa. And I know that Lamine Kebe is from Mali, so I suspect she's here. Yes, she's not in Morocco. She's
Nigeria?
like,
It looks like could she possibly? No?
No, she's not in. No, she's not in Nigeria. Believe me. And the way she dresses, Nigerian people don't wear tie bats like that.
What about Molly?
That's what you call. That's what you call what she was wearing. Tie bats. She's definitely in Mali or maybe in Senegal. Since I guess that since his last name is Kebe, he's Wolof, so his family originated from Senegal. But it's either of those two countries, not Morocco, not Morocco at all.
Well, thank
She's
you
lying.
so
I don't know what she said
in.
Morocco.
I appreciate
You're
the call.
welcome.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh my God, so many callers. Hi, is it Shantae?
Is she
You're
on
on
mute? Okay.
Shantae, you're on mute. Okay. Hey, Freddie.
Hey.
What's up, Freddie?
How are you?
Sound off. Did you get a hair? How was your birthday, really quickly?
Oh yeah, no, it was really good. Had a lovely time in Spain. Yeah, got the new haircut and everything.
All right, sound off. What were you going to say?
I think the problem with Nicki Minaj is she is a bit of a soulless person and she refuses to validate and accept other people's feelings. And I think this is and I've seen a lot of instances online. She particularly seems to target Black people in these arguments rather than white people. Like, for example, I'll give an example of where she did this. So when this woman called Jessie Nelson, who was in the band Little Mix, it was like an X Factor band, and this woman, Jessie Nelson, went solo. She did a song with Nicki Minaj and P. Diddy. Now, this woman, Jessie Nelson, she's been called out a lot of times in the UK for sort of blackfishing. So basically someone who's white but's trying to make themselves look Black. And Jessie Nelson did this in this music video with Nicki Minaj and P. Diddy, and she got called out by people in the States and the UK, Black people mainly. And Nicki Minaj basically told them all to shut the F up and that they were all just jealous, like losers, more or less. So she was sort of not listening to the fact that people were upset and they just don't. And this is Nicki. I think she thinks about what lines her pockets or what's going to protect her over how everyone else is feeling is the problem. And I think with her husband, this is happening again. She's trying to protect herself. So this is why she's getting so angry with people that are going to be talking smack about her predator husband. And he is. I mean, it's out there.
Yeah. I'm trying not to add my opinion too much. Let me take some more callers. Hold on, Freddie. Hi, Don. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Sharrell? You're looking beautiful today.
You're so sweet. Sound off.
All right. So just wanted to make a few quick points. First and foremost, I would just like to say that I don't think it was appropriate for the young lady, Nosey, to say the things that she said about the child. Okay. Let me just preface what I'm about to say with that.
Okay.
That being said, okay. First of all, I think that Nicki Minaj is a perfect example of a narcissist. Okay. I believe that her attitude is very much giving Trump as well as her fans. Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Absolutely. As well as her fans, the Barbs, or how they like to be referred to. I saw someone the other day say exactly, I don't care if she kills somebody, I would still support her. And I mean, I remember I should have screenshot it. Okay, but it's the same energy that remember Trump said he could go on Fifth Avenue and kill somebody and he would still have fans or whatever. I really feel like they absolutely blindly support her. Okay. She's a public figure. Okay. So, I really feel as though the bar should be set a little bit higher for her in terms of how she encourages her fans to act, because she is a public figure. She's not Jane, who works at, the law firm up the street, or, John, who works at UPS. She's Nicki Minaj. She has 200 something million followers on social media. So, she should be held to a higher standard. And quite frankly, people are going to talk about the fact that her husband is a SA, right? Yeah. Or SO. And also he unalived someone. So he's also an M word too.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I really think it's weird because no one ever brings that up, right? Like, you know, like I feel like that's a relevant thing. And to be honest, I think it says a lot about her because she knew he was an M word and an SO when she decided to marry him. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
that's just that, and people have a right to feel like she's not a good person for what I said. And I want to say another quick thing, like before, you know, maybe you go to somebody else. The woman Nosey, she's not going to lose that case for so many reasons. The first reason she's not going to lose that case is because it's super hard to really prove defamation. I really feel like some of the Barbs and people are like really feeling themselves because Cardi B won that case. Cardi B won that case after multiple cease and desists from the lawyers telling Tasha K not to basically stop it. I remember she went and she took the cease and desist. I'm gonna wipe my A with it. Do you remember that? Does everybody remember that?
Yeah, everybody remembers that. Yeah.
Multiple times. Does everybody remember the court case where they showed what she said for months and months? Does everybody remember when she got on the stand and basically was like, yeah, I'm a liar. I lied. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if people think like this woman is going to win this case just because Cardi B won, like you're sorely mistaken. She's not going to win it. Okay. And the other thing is this woman, I hope the nosy lady is watching, like you need to like, this should be the biggest part of your career. And I'm sorry, this is going to sound crass. I don't care. This should be the biggest part of your career. You get yourself a good lawyer who will do it pro bono. Don't get a bad lawyer, get a decent lawyer who will absolutely represent you pro bono, okay? And that's going to give that lawyer, shine. And all your DMs of all her supporters sending you nasty messages when Nicki sent you nasty messages and she liked other messages of people being toxic and violent and all of that, screenshot all of that because it's going to get thrown out. And you're not going to lose the case. You understand? And one more quick thing while we on the topic of people's babies, I really wish that I would have seen all of this, love and all of this for Little Kim when 50 Cent made that comment about her baby's eye, and all because there was a perceived diss in the record that they said, oh, Little Kim was trying to talk smack about the, Papa Bear or Little Baby Bear, or what she calls the baby. Oh, get her because her baby eye is messed up or something like that. I saw with my own eyes people laughing and thinking that was hilarious. Okay, so I feel like it's a little hypocritical. Should Nosey have said it? Of course not. Duh. No one believes that. That's cool. We know that wasn't. But there's a lot of things that people shouldn't be saying that are said. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really what I want to say about that. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry if it sounds crass, but I'm speaking the truth as I want to say it. So.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm just letting everybody speak their piece.
No problem. Enjoy your evening. Thank you for having me. I will continue to watch, and I'm a big fan, by the way. You and Perry and the other lady, Diva. I love you. And you too, sir. I like your commentary as well. All right.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, take care. No problem, dear.
All right, guys. I can't do it anymore. I've been sitting here an hour and a half. So I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Starships were meant to fly, weren't they?
I don't know. Let me end by saying this. Oh, here's Nosey. Hold on, it's Nosey. Hold on. I don't know. Let me end by saying this. Oh, here's Nosey. Hold on, it's Nosey. Hold on.
I think her browser open.
Hold on.
Let me end by.
Let me close this. My bad.
No, you good.
Hi, Nosey. I've been letting everybody talk today. This was a little more peaceful. The last 2 days has been crazy.
Yeah.
Sound off. What did you want to say?
I just wanted to come up real quick. I do have to go, but I wanted to make sure I give you this information since you always support me, support my channel and all that. I haven't told any other bloggers or anything, but I do have a lawyer now. A statement is about to be released, so everybody will see who my lawyer is. He's not a little guy at all. Yeah, and as far as the lawsuit, I just want to say again that this is all about me helping Jennifer Huff. It's not about me calling her anything. It's all about me helping Jennifer Huff. I just want to make sure I make that clear. This is about me helping a woman who was raped by Kenneth Petty.
I hate that this got to go to court. I'm not a fan of court. I've been telling you that from the beginning. But since you got to do that, since this is where it is now.
I mean, she's trying to get me murdered. So I'm not going to die. I'm not going to just sit there and die. Sorry. It's going to go to court.
Well, since y'all got, I've been begging, pleading y'all, no, but that's where it's headed. At least you're lawyered up, and see what happens here. Oh wow!
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I give you that. Nobody else knows that I have a lawyer already. So
thank you, Nosey. I'll call you later.
That's
I
good.
appreciate you coming up. I hate that this is going to court, but nobody's listening.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not an ideal situation.
Sometimes you don't have a choice if somebody's, suing. So yeah.
I hate that this is going to court, but that's where we're going, everybody. It's
I know.
A mess. All right. I thank you, everybody, for calling in. I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to talk about Nosey or Nicki for a couple days. I am Nicki and Nosey burned out. Unless something's crazy. Nosey just talked about her lawyer about to making a statement. I hope I don't talk about this no more. I'm tired because now it's just gotten out of hand. I didn't want this to go to court. I tried, but it is what it is. All right, you guys, I'm sorry if I didn't get to your call backstage. I am completely out of time. Ooh, this.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. It is what, that's what I'm saying. It is what it is. This is, so I'm trying not to talk about these two for a while. My mind is fried. I cannot talk about it anymore. So give me a couple days and hopefully there won't be anything to report about it and I can just take a break. Please click that like button on your way out. It really helps my video. I do apologize if I didn't get to your call backstage. I'm completely out of time. My butt even hurts. We've been up dealing with this a long time. All right, you guys, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye.